All right, everybody, welcome back to Movie Talks and Chill. We're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrano.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm tired. I mean, Patrick Wall.
Yes, and we have returned from Sunscreen Film Festival.
We have. I actually returned a few weeks
I'm
ago.
sorry,
Yes,
it's only
please.
one return, and it's something.
Not in the game. But no, it was
The way that movie should have ended. If Samwise just looks at him with that big gay eye, walks over to him and just bricks in his mouth. No.
Dude, I just made some Harry Potter there. And I choke out.
Lord of the Rings.
I know. That's why I was being stupid.
Oh, okay, cool.
Clerks 2, you should see the movie.
Yeah.
That's the greatest scene in that movie,
Yeah.
though, I will say.
Live long and prosper, Gandalf.
Yeah. Don't mess up Spa. That's awesome.
Well, this episode's off to a good start.
Yep. So we have returned from the Sunscreen Film Festival. We were not live recording for a few weeks because some of us were recording or editing all the fun interviews that we had, which were great. It was a really good time. As always, it just gets better and better each year.
Yes.
And had a lot of great interviews with everybody. You guys saw the posts, so we don't have to really delve too deep into that one.
No. And I know it was exceptional writing in those posts, so, you know.
Yes. Yes, because you stole half of it from mine. From my writing. Plagiarizer.
I'm going to stop telling you how I create my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am your AI. But no, so we're back. We got, some things coming up here in the next few months. We'll do a quick run. I know we did a post about it, but yeah, we got some big movies coming out, some big blockbusters.
Yes.
Now that we're in the summertime, summer blockbuster time, we got the Supergirl movie. We got Spider-Man, Brand New Day coming out. We've got, even though it's not a blockbuster, but one that we talked about offline about going to see, The Breadwinner
Yes.
with Nate Bargatze.
Bargatze.
So that looks really funny. He's a super funny kid. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch him, check him out.
I discovered him last year when I was hanging out with you guys, and I was just crying, laughing. You're like, have you never seen him? It's like, no. And this guy's
When they had him on SNL, just delivering those monotone one-liners.
Units and measures.
Yeah.
Units and measures.
We're gonna have we're gonna classify all animals one way, and then they get a different classification when they become food.
Yeah.
this is the
Pigs will be pork. Cows will be beef. What about chicken, sir? That one stays. He's talking about football. So do you play it with your feet, sir? There's a little kicking. That's it.
So you kick. Well, there's some kicking. There's a little kicking. Yeah. We'll have a foot. There'll be no more meters.
And it will be measured by yards.
How many feet in the yard? 3. How many yards in a mile? Nobody knows. So yes, he is a super, super funny comedian, but completely clean, which is awesome because it's hard to be that popular and that funny and be totally just clean. He's basically like, I know there's all the controversy about Bill Cosby. Yes, I know there's a big controversy about it, but if you just can accept what he was as a comedian,
he would
be very clean.
Like I said, probably like this generation's like new Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, and also Brian Regan. Brian Regan was one of my favorites, one of the cleanest guys until Nate. I think they could go head to head on clean comedy. Like I would love to see a comedy battle between the two of them, just fueled with anger, but they can't swear or anything at each other.
Just look at me in my big dumb eyes.
Big dumb eyes. But yeah, so we're back. So we got that coming up in a couple months, almost in 2 months exactly. We got the 5th year anniversary coming up of the show.
Indeed.
5,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So we'll keep you updated as to what we got going on for that. We do have some interviews, like I said, with some filmmakers who reached out to us, not at the film festival, but that reached out outside that have listened to the show quite a bit and wanted to send us their films that are out already, but they wanted us to, I believe the one guy, Edward, we're going to have him. He's currently living in Hong Kong, so that should be cool.
Yeah.
So now we can hit Australia and Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Just hitting that whole side of
Taking
the world.
international.
That's right. But he said, please, watch it. If you guys get a chance, read the message that he had sent us in Facebook. It's really funny because he said, and feel free to tear it apart. If you want to.
And if you're going to give me permission to do that, I will windmill dunk.
Patrick.
Yep. My 5 pages of Google Docs.
But now we won't get into much detail, but I know Patrick had seen Mortal Kombat.
I
The
had.
new one, Mortal Kombat 2. I actually went and saw it myself. Same day, we just did different times.
Yeah, we didn't know we were going. He just went in the morning, and I had plans to go like for the matinee in the afternoon with my buddies, and we all wound up at the courtside. And then me and my buddies were all talking about it, and Toby's sitting across the bar, and we're like, "Yeah, we saw Mortal Kombat." He's like, "Yeah, I did too." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
No, my thing is, as I told him back when I saw him after we saw the movie, I said, for me, I have no context anymore because I haven't played the games since I was like 14 or 15. So I knew the concept of the film. I saw the newer first one.
2021.
Yeah, the one in 2021, and I liked it for what it was. And I told you, if you just go in, if you're like me and you don't have any real context to it anymore, it was entertaining.
And I will say, someone who does know the context of the story, this one is very faithful to like the lore of the original Mortal Kombat, because they've rebooted that thing like 5 times at this point.
Yeah.
But the original storyline of Mortal Kombat, this holds true. They did that part really well.
Yeah, so we won't talk too much about it because Gavin has not yet seen it.
I'm going to see Mando and Grogu tomorrow, though.
Are you? Okay.
Nice.
I heard mixed reviews on that. I just from reading, some people went and saw it. The diehards really liked it, but there were some people who were kind of half diehard. Like they've watched, one guy's like, I haven't missed a premiere of a Star Wars movie since Empire Strikes Back came out. And he went to this long thing and he's like, it's great special effects, it's a fun movie, but it really, in his opinion, he's like, it felt more like just an extended episode of the show, just with bigger budget. Yeah, a little bit more money and a bigger screen.
My only worry about that is like when it comes to Doctor Strange, Infinite
Universe of Madness?
Thank you.
Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness. Like, if you didn't watch WandaVision, you'd have no idea why Wanda Maximoff was doing what she was doing. And in this one, I haven't seen the last season of The Mandalorian, so I'm afraid if I go and see that, I'm going to be a little bit on the very lost side about what's going on. And I don't like it when movies do that. Like, I don't want to have to do 5 hours of research just to go watch a 2-hour movie.
That's how Marvel gets their money, man. They're like, you gotta see less to watch this. The only one they did that really you didn't really have to know much about anything else was kind of She-Hulk, I think.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
and
Well, I'd say that.
I'd say Andor too for the Star Wars side.
Yeah.
But
But-
Andor was fantastic.
Oh, Andor, phenomenal.
They're the ones that Disney puts out like, no, this is just a little limited mini series release, just slaps. Like
Yeah.
Obi-Wan was the best thing they ever put out, and they're like, so can we have more? Absolutely not. Like, mother, give me more.
Well, that was the other one. You really didn't have to see any of the newer movies.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was basically after basically
3. So it was
yeah.
between 3 and 4.
Yeah. If you saw those, then you pretty much know exactly what's going
I
on.
think it was only like because Leia was 5, so it's basically only 5 years after that.
It'd be interesting to go back and watch those like that, like watch 1, 2, and 3, and then watch Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
and then then watch Rogue One.
No, you gotta watch Andor and then Rogue One.
Okay, and then you would go into a new one.
Because the end of Andor season 2 is the beginning of Rogue One the movie.
Okay.
He's leaving to go pick up
Yes, I didn't watch Andor yet. I watched that other one. Was Shunku or I always butcher.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Sorry, I just
And that one, so that one takes place after
After 3.
Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How does it take place after Return of the Jedi? Because he's isn't he?
He is trying to get back. So Thrawn
Okay.
is trying to get back.
No, I meant wait, she just has visions of Anakin.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. I was like, wait a second, I thought Anakin was in that one.
Yeah, he is, but that's so like she falls in when she's on that one planet, she falls into the water and then gets put into that force realm,
Yeah.
and that's where she's basically having the force is keeping her alive, but she's having that internal battle that she had to face. She walked away from Anakin. She never actually faced him.
Which you only know if you watch the animated show.
The Rebels.
Yeah.
See, there's too many things. Way too many
If
things
you
you want to
want-
watch.
And Rebels also gave Count Dooku a freaking awesome send off.
Yeah.
Like you saw how what made that dude.
But to understand Rebels, you have to watch the Clone Wars. If you want to do a full canonical watch on Star Wars,
You can't.
clean your calendar for 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, take a leave of absence and just
Yes.
turn on your television.
How much PTO you got saved up? It's time to cash it in.
Having a baby anytime. That's about the time.
Buy some Depends.
Yeah,
And a catheter.
Defense.
And a catheter. Get your Fruit Loops out.
I'm pretty sure that they have some Star Wars diapers.
Get that super premiere Uber Eats. I'm not paying that delivery fee. You are delivering that shit now.
I'll clean it for 2 months, I promise.
So yeah, there's a few other ones that I think as far as coming out recently, because we went through it before the film festival, we went through an episode, but I think that's all like the main ones that we talked about that we would really want to see, right? Any of those?
I mean, yeah, Dune and Doom.
But that's in December.
Yeah, it's
Just coming up.
still,
Yeah, that's got a little ways.
I'm a little sad that I missed it because it's now out of theaters, but I really wanted to see Sheep Detectives. So, but I'm hoping that'll hit our Plex server soon because there are a few people at work who, they're marrying the kids and like, I wanted to see Mortal Kombat, but I wasn't taking my kids to go see that. So we saw Sheep Detectives. I was like, how was it? He's like, it's actually pretty adorable. It's like, God damn it, I knew it.
Could have done a back-to-back. Done Sheep Combat too.
yeah.
No, to see Sheep Detectives and Mortal Kombat.
What?
I could just see going into Sheep Detectives after watching Mortal Kombat. Like, when's the fight going to happen? Like, when is someone's going to get their head
It's
exploded?
not the same movie.
Fatality. Oh, well, it kind of works for him because someone does die.
Yeah.
Huge Ackman. Sounds like a stupid name.
Well, so yeah. So we got those coming out. We got that stuff coming up.
And then we got the new Avengers movie this December.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Avengers Doomsday.
I said Doomsday.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's Dune and Doomsday comes out on the same day. So,
Oh,
It's going to be a busy day. Because they're both really long movies. That's a 7-hour night.
oh, God.
it's like Barbie Harmer or Oppen Barbie, whatever they called it.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
Oppen Barbie?
It was not the Barbie.
Hurry. Yeah, I'm going to do that Oppen Barbie.
Meet Barbie's new house. It's a fallout shelter.
That's wrong IP. That's on Amazon.
It's Radiated Ken. Look at him. He's blistering already.
Don't worry about that motorhome. It's fused to the driveway.
Like the real mess for a party in the movie.
Please eat your sugar bombs.
Sorry. Thank beans again.
Bethesda Studios, do not come after me.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go after Gavin, not the podcast.
Yeah.
Gavin's views are solely owned by Gavin.
Now, I did recently watch a movie on Tubi, and it was actually on when you guys walked in. I came across it. I don't know how I didn't hear about this movie before because I started
I'm a
watching.
little confused because, well, to be fair, I've only seen like 10 minutes of what you have.
Yes, that would confuse you.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston's a lawyer. That's all I can figure. And he's sleeping with his secretary.
No, so that's all.
And Tony's like, wow, you fucked up the 10 minutes. you saw.
You clearly didn't watch that 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But you kind of got
I had to go
partially
go.
correct had you had the context of the rest of the movie. So it came across, it's called The Infiltrator. It came out in 2016. So again, I'm like, how has this movie been out so long and I've never heard of it? Especially because Bryan Cranston's in it. I think he's a great actor. And
He's won awards.
it's based on a true story of a guy that was a big portion of the infiltration of Pablo Escobar's cocaine running.
That is true. If we can
Forward.
say the drug, because he's been arrested
Well, no,
many, many years.
no, I know that. I mean, I'm not worried about that. But it was more
You
about
bought his private island and announced that you bought the private island.
What?
It's from
Yeah.
Fire Festival.
okay. Moving on.
So his character was kind of like in league almost with Tom Cruise's character.
So that's his new name.
John Cruise. So kind of, but instead of like Tom Cruise is directly in the trapping of it, whereas what he was doing is Bryan Cranston worked for, I can't remember, it's either the DEA or the FBI. I saw it one time. I was playing it back to rewatch it, but he goes undercover. But the whole thing is based on this the money that was coming through Florida, and the movie's based on the guy was out in Tampa. So that's what caught my eye when I started reading the description. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
And it was filmed in Texas.
There's actually a scene because John Leguizamo was in it. There's a bunch of people in it, but John Leguizamo and Bryan Cranston are the main characters. They're like partners that go undercover, and he plays like a businessman, Bryan Cranston. And his businesses, he's, has legitimate businesses, or he's undercover as a legitimate businessman who owns a bunch of things, so he can help them launder the money for these guys.
Okay,
So they're trying to
like he
get
owes
the
them.
money. Yeah, kind of. But he's basically trying to get to them because they're constantly going after the drugs to get to the guys. And he's like, let's chase the money instead.
Yeah.
Comes up with the idea. So he starts reaching out to people, having, informants and stuff that they know reach out to people to get him in contact with them. But there's a scene there where John Leguizamo's doing his undercover thing, and he's calling Bryan Cranston. Right behind him, he's at 2001 Odyssey, the Gentleman's Club in Tampa.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because they did a lot of it over in, I think they said like London or somewhere else, but they did the on-site scenes they shot here. So you'll see a lot of and it's it was happening in the 80s. So he was like responsible for some of the biggest, kind of like a Donnie Brasco type thing, but instead of the mob, it was for cartels. But he's just figuring it out. So he has to have that front, but he also, at that scene you saw, he's at dinner with his actual wife, and it was their anniversary. He was taking her out. Well, the guy that shows up and sits down with him, he's the guy he was doing business with, or one of his business partners. So when the waiter comes over and says, "Here's your anniversary cake," he's like, "No, it's my secretary. It's it's just a birthday." And so he has to like come up on the fly. So yeah, because he's in things. So his wife's kind of stuck there, sitting there like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on," but he has to act like a tough guy. But that's the whole thing, because he's now intersecting his two lives, but he gets deeper and deeper, and they end up getting another woman that works with his department who acts as his wife. So then they have to go undercover together to get to these drug people and start talking about the money. So it's a lot more of the money end of things, not the actual drugs.
So quick take back here. I'm watching I'm watching this show called The Inside Man on Netflix.
Love that show.
Ted Danson, hilarious. But so one of the aspects of it is the lady tells him like his contact, his handler from the
She's a PI.
PI. Yeah. She says, "Have you ever watched, like, you got to watch something like Donnie Brasco?" He's like, it's like, "I don't know. That movie just kind of freaked me out." And then there was the bunny ears. She's, "That's Donnie Darko."
In the first season, I think
And I'm sitting there and like in my head, I was like, it's Donnie Darko. And I'm like, "Are they even going to address this?" And she did. I was like, "Yes."
well, I just love it when he first goes undercover. She meets up with him at the retirement home, and she's like, "You got your glasses?" Like, "Right here." "You got this?" Like, "Right here, here." Like, "Do you actually have those items, or are you just tapping yourself?" He's like, "I'm just tapping myself. It's all upstairs."
Hey, might as well.
Yeah, it's a delightful.
Well, it's made by Michael Schur,
Yeah.
who did The Good Place and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yep.
And he's just a comedic genius.
Yes.
So yeah, I recommend it if you haven't seen it. Watch The Infiltrator. It's not. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the greatest thing.
I mean,
yeah, watch that.
why not?
The funny thing about Donnie Brasco is I always have a craving to watch that movie around Christmas for some reason.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because there's one scene. It's just one scene where it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it became a Christmas movie to me. It's like I'm like, watch this. Oh, it is. Yeah, because he goes to dinner where he meets Lefty, and then he's making it that chicken in there. He's like, get a punch of salt. A punch?
A what?
A pinch or a punch? Punch. Did I say pinch? No, you said punch. Well, sometimes I don't understand you, Donnie. The thing catches on fire, and he calls his girlfriend over. He's like, here, get that. She's over there like trying to put it out for him. But yeah, no, they're all. I always like those based on true stories, undercover type movies and stuff. They're really good.
Like Cocaine Bear. That's based on a true story.
Yes, but that's not really an undercover movie. I'm talking about guys that go undercover for like American Made.
Yeah. American Made. Yeah.
Or
That was tough.
But he did it. Or what was that other one? Blow.
Blood.
It's not really an undercover movie, but
No.
more of a guy getting caught.
Or The Departed.
Yeah, the part.
Yeah.
Yep. We had a lot of other cop.
Yeah.
They're undercover from both ends. Dirty cop and good cop being a dirty mob.
Yeah. The mobster being an undercover cop being an undercover mobster.
Right.
It's kind of
The glove don't fit.
yeah.
And if you haven't seen the movie, spoilers, everybody dies outside of one person.
You gotta tell everybody everything.
I haven't said who's the one person that survived.
Oh,
Mark Wahlberg.
And there's the last.
And there it is. Game over.
So if you haven't seen The Departed,
Don't watch it.
cop goes undercover as a mob, mob goes undercover as a cop, everybody dies except for Mark Wahlberg. There you go. Enjoy.
Yeah.
And you get Alec Baldwin, who likes to just swear a lot.
Yes.
With,
Oh my
And he likes to just bring out his Boston accents.
Yeah.
He's like, just talk like you did when you were in high school. Done.
He's like an extension of Along Came Polly, Ben Stiller's boss in there.
Oh yeah.
He's like a
They like
Hey,
slaps his ass when he's in the bathroom.
hey, look, we all dated a whore, okay? Believe me, I've had my fair share. Ruben, I love you. I love you as a son. I love you.
Oh, Alec.
Hands
But,
all
yeah.
into the bathroom.
That's what I mean. Like,
He like stuff
past his ass.
Yeah, stuff too. Slaps his ass and like rubs his ear. Like all on his penis.
I must have
Is it-
suppressed that scene because I've only seen it once, but I do not remember that.
Oh, dude, that's like it's right. It's right when he comes back from his wife cheating on him on their honeymoon.
Yep. Great mood.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
funny.
I remember.
Man, that's like 50 Shades of we're 7 degrees of Volleyball.
You go from Beetlejuice.
yeah. Right?
I'm trying to think of what else I watched now. Both of these guys have not seen it yet. Well, apparently saw half of it or half of it. You didn't see half of it because
Maintenance.
Rocky came in early. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? But Project Hail Mary, I'd say I really enjoyed it. I would say it ranks up there because it was written by the same guy who wrote The Martian. But the books were.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I'd say pretty close. I think I enjoyed The Martian a little bit more. But because this one's a lot more, I mean, obviously we haven't gotten to Mars yet, so clearly that was a little stretch of fantasy, but it was a lot more science. I mean, this one's science, but this one's, it stretches a little bit, like we're meeting aliens and stuff.
So I've heard that the book itself goes deeper into the science part.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, because one of my coworkers actually read the book and then saw the movie, so but she still
pictures
enjoys it.
in the book for me.
Yeah. It's not the funny papers.
Yeah, right.
But it was overall, it had its funny moments. I will say, I've never really been a huge Ryan Gosling fan. I mean, I don't think he's a bad actor. I've just never really been a fan of the parts that he has. So maybe it's more the parts that he gets that I'm like a fan.
He started out doing like things like The Notebook, like not even romantic dramas.
Well, he did that, and he did that movie that he was pretty decent in, like Fraction with Anthony Hopkins.
So I remember the Titans.
Yeah, Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But most of his roles I haven't been. But this one I was like, okay, I
okay.
think he did this well. I think in this one he balanced the comedy portion of it with the serious portion of it.
Well, and that's the thing. I think in Fall Guy, he got to get like a lot of folks kind of overlook him to Ryan Reynolds of being, the pretty funny boy. But like Ryan Gosling's hilarious. Like, I mean, he's perfectly fine making fun of himself.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this before when he went on that British talk show where
The Graham Norton.
yeah. And
Everybody's like Graham Norton.
Harrison Ford was on there. They were promoting Blade Runner, and he was on there, and he was like, "Well, I read the script, and I never met is it Brian?" And he does it like 8 times, and while he's talking up there, he's like, "I read the script, and I said we've got to call this guy this." Ryan, right? And the whole time Ryan's just sitting there, he's got like this half-ass smirk on his face, but he corrects him. Oh no, yeah, it's Ryan, right? Yes, that's right. It's a hilarious interview.
I don't think there's a bad interview on that.
No, Graham Norton is wonderful. I love if there was ever a talk show that I would stop and watch,
It's the Graham Norton.
it would be that show because they've done. I mean, he just has everybody on it. It's hilarious. But he doesn't try to overdo like his. It feels way more natural than any of our late night talk shows. Like, I think like the only late night talk show I've ever truly enjoyed besides the old OGs like Johnny Carson was like Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Because Conan O'Brien kind of really changed things a little bit
Yeah.
of like how to do it. Like you do a little more craziness. And I think that's where a lot of people started changing after that. But no, Graham Norton's solid, but yeah, watch the movie, Project Hail Mary. It's long. It is slow. It's slow, kind of like how The Martian was. But I will say this, for me, because I didn't read the book, so I had no context of it. but the commercials from what the trailer showed and from what I saw, I got a completely different feel of what the movie was gonna be from the trailer than I did when I watched the movie. And also in the movie, unlike The Martian, in this movie they do a lot of flashback scenes, so it's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I did notice that in the beginning. I was trying to keep track of where I was.
Yeah. But I mean, again, he's just the main part of the story is he's an ex.
Math. He's like a high school math teacher.
Well, he's like second grade.
Oh.
He's a second grade science teacher, but he was an ex like physicist or something. Like he was renowned, but I think he wrote something, if I remember correctly. If I remember, because I only watched the movie one time, but he like wrote some kind of paper or something when he was working his other job, and I think it kind of tickled the wrong feathers on certain people, and so he left. And then
the establishment.
it was. I think it was some kind of theory thing that he wrote.
That's the plot. The like opening 10 minutes to the original Stargate film from 1994.
Yeah. So he is basically James Spader.
Yeah.
This one. But no, it was. I mean, I will say I really did enjoy it. And then once you meet, because in the trailers they do show that there's an alien in it. We do explain that, so I'm not spoiling that. The alien is pretty awesome, I will say. I do like it. Takes you a minute to let it grow on you, but once it does, not literally grow on you, like it's not the.
Thank God.
You're not in space.
I don't want to be clobbering time.
But I recommend it though. Watch Project Hail Mary. I thought it was definitely really good.
Nice.
I'd give it an 8.
An 8.
I'd give it an 8.
Okay. Nice.
Because it was something newer too. It was
Yeah.
something different, because instead of the same cookie cutter stuff that we've been getting, or just the as much as we all love the comic book stuff, it keeps going and going. It's like it's not new, so. But I did say I enjoyed that.
Well, with that spirit in mind, I also I watched a movie on Prime, and I'm going to take a look here just to see when it came out, because there's a couple of versions of it, but the one that I have, I want to say, is really recent.
Couple versions of it.
It's like 12 Angry Men.
So it's 2025 when this was released. So I'll just give you a little brief. It's called Good Boy.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's a supernatural horror film directed by Ben Leonberg. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I like how there was like directed by Ben, like the Ben Wheaton.
Yeah. So the dog in there is his dog.
Okay.
That he's filming. And it's a indie flick about a loyal dog who must protect his owner from malevolent forces in a new home, told largely from the dog's perspective. And that's what I really was telling these gentlemen about, was like just the aesthetic of the shots that they took on this were awesome. They were all really kind of, they're floor level. They're from the dog's point of view. So like, you have actions of where he's going under a dresser or whatever, trying to get this bandana that's in the back. And then all of a sudden he finally gets to it, and the band, like lightning flashes, the bandana's covered in blood. Like it's.
So I'm picturing Paranormal Activity 3 mixed with the original bacon strip commercials from the early 2000s.
And what's interesting about it is there's dialogue that happens, but because you're from the dog's point of view, you're hearing voices, and you hear like the conversation come out.
It's like the teacher from Charlie Brown.
Well, awful. It comes out in English, like it's all audible, but you see nobody's face in the movie. There's no face that gets seen. It is like solely from what the dog's looking at.
Yeah, because they say dogs have trouble with their sight or something.
Well, they don't really see in color.
Yeah, that's
it's
what I'm
like
saying.
kind of gray.
Yeah,
but that's how they can pick up. Their light system can pick up. They can see in the dark because of that. Like they don't see, or rather, they're not dimmed as much as we are by the sunlight.
They're just really cute bats.
Yes, they are.
So we're cats, but they're violet. I still have scars.
And it's just really an interesting way of how to shoot a movie, and I think it was really well done.
As long as it's not done like that. What was that one where movie gave me vertigo? Was that action movie?
Hardcore Heavy?
Yeah, Hardcore Heavy. As long as it's not like that, because I ain't just not
like
that.
entire theater's motion sickness.
From the dog's, I would say more the top dog's plane of view, not
Okay.
his actual, like they didn't put a handy cam on his collar
It is
and let him run through the
strap a GoPro to his forehead.
Yeah, exactly. Like there are shots where you see like the camera starts coming down the stairs, but then the dog runs, you can hear the dog behind it like whimpering or you know, like being concerned, and then he runs past the camera, and it's just like it's the shots are all centered on the dog.
Okay.
So there's dialogue throughout the movie. It follows this one guy who's sick from the beginning of the movie, and then it kind of also cuts back to him, you know, finding this dog for the first time, and then just like growing up with it, and it's like his most favorite thing in the whole world.
It's my dog.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
It's like Homeward Bound without Michael J. Fox.
Yes,
And
yes.
scary shit happening.
and yes, yeah.
Paranormal Activity 3 and the bacon strips commercial. I got an idea. Hear me out.
Paranormal Activity 3, Big Wolf.
Airbuds of Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
Yeah. Pause out.
So I've seen a movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You seen Good Boy?
No.
And big announcement. Patrick saw his first movie for 13 hours. What movie did you watch?
It was on repeat.
It was the entire original series of Dune.
Yes.
No, this movie came out in the 90s. Stars John Travolta and Christian Slater
Christian Slater.
and Red from that 70s show. He's the White House chief of staff in the movie. Can't remember his name. My apologies, sir. But it's called Broken Arrow. I love that fucking movie. It is one of the greatest B movies of all time. And if you haven't heard about this movie,
That's a stretch of a statement. I will honestly disagree with that. Greatest B movies of all time.
one of the greatest. Yeah,
One of the greatest?
I really enjoy it.
Okay, you enjoyed it.
Even though there's a scene centered around endangered dirt for some apparent reason.
Well, you gotta have endangered dirt.
Yeah,
Somebody complained that the environment wasn't me.
I think that was the only way they got the permit to film in the Nevada desert in like a national park. And I want you to highlight endangered dirt because not a lot of people know about it.
Dirt doesn't have a platform to speak on its own.
No, it's not.
Somebody's got to fight for the right of the dirt.
So what they do, they just had Christian Slater step on it.
I believe the best thing about that movie is the song that's called Broken Arrow that's not even in the movie.
You know what I think the best part of the movie is?
Thank you, Rod Stewart.
The ending.
The
end.
Actually, the very end of the credits, it stops and you're like, okay, it's finally done.
So, Brad Paisley, this little side note, and this is still, you know, kind of movie talks. So he shot he had a song called When You're a Celebrity. And William Shatner was in the music video. And he's acting as the judge, and he's basically oh man, who's the guy? Jerry from Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld.
The bald one.
George Costanza.
George, yeah.
Jason.
Jason Alexander.
Yeah.
He's in there too, doing like stupid stuff.
Okay.
And it's basically kind of like following him as like trying to be a celebrity. And but like anyway, at the end of the song, there's William Shatner's on this panel of like 3 judges, and Brad Paisley goes up to him and goes, well, how did you like the song? And they're, you know, giving his notes, and William Shatner goes, you know, the end of the song? He's like, yeah. Oh, the chorus of the melody? No, the very end. It's like, when the music stops, I loved that. And then Brad Paisley just starts crying.
Shut up, William.
It's like, gonna be so amazing. Like, ooh, sick burn, dog.
Well, now Jason Alexander and I can't remember the other guy's name that played Newman. They're doing like commercials now together. Out of nowhere, they just popped in doing commercials together. I'm like, oh, this is
Something's getting promoted somewhere.
I guess. Hello.
And it's not the U.S. Maven.
But I don't think they're playing George and Newman. I don't think they're, but they're in it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're still being like that. Still, like they're on the show.
Yeah. And I do have a question for the people in the world, and maybe for you too. What is with, and I get it's money at the end of the day, but what is it with all these bigger celebrities now promoting all these online game things?
There's money. straight up.
Sarah Michelle Gellar's doing like commercials on it.
Stuff with all these older actresses doing OnlyFans now.
So I mean, that's just
Who? What? Give me their names. What?
Shannon Elizabeth.
Shannon Elizabeth. It's Shannon.
From My Name is Earl. Presley.
Oh,
Jamie Presley.
Jamie Presley. I saw a third one the other day. She was doing. They were like, it's.
I'm gonna write those names down just to make sure I don't Google those.
I'm gonna double check this OnlyFans you're talking about. Make sure.
If you're right.
I'm gonna fact check this one.
Yeah.
And when
But
you're
later.
wrong, you'll know it.
Yeah. When you're wrong, I'm gonna pay for it. But
It's only $5.95 a month.
Well, that's just a deal.
I can stop. I can skip breakfast every day.
I can stop this anytime I want.
It's an addiction.
But I like this. This comedian was talking about like OnlyFans, and it's like the women that do OnlyFans. Women look at them and they go, "Oh, that's right, girl. You go, you make that money." But the men that watch them, they hate.
Yeah.
It's like I've never seen a time in our society where we've been more pro sex worker and less pro sex addict.
Yeah. They won't see those days anymore.
Funny. Anyway, so Patrick, you're gross.
Yeah. You were
Know
discussing.
about this. You're the one with all the information. How am I the gross one on this one?
You've literally got it dialed on your phone right now.
Just because my phone is being I'm typing.
You have subscribed to 3 people since I've been sitting next to you. And you haven't even touched the phone. That's creepy. He has Siri and Alexa and a chip in his mind. Alexa, download OnlyFans. Subscribe to channel as well.
Really? That just sounds awful. Got it. Made it out to later. No.
Whatever you do, do not download. Do not download OnlyFans.
Got it. Downloading. No.
It's like it's not listening to my words, it's my thoughts. Like I promise I'm not going to do that in my head. Do it. It's downloading.
At 19%.
But hey, I'll give them credit. Listen, at the end of the day, they're not doing anything wrong.
No, but-
And if you can make money,
Whatever. Mattress actress.
That's just like that's what our society is went to now. Like
Yeah.
they can make more money doing that than they can in the regular industry.
yeah. Well, Hollywood's dying.
Yeah.
Slowly. It's like, I mean, now there's so many things going on. I mean, we'll even hear as this area's been growing, we've talked to so many people over the years, but you hear more and more stuff starting to be filmed here, or, down over this way, or just other states. I mean, Marvel alone, they mainly shoot in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just outside or something.
yeah, but I'm saying it's not in California.
Yeah.
It's like almost rare as anything shot in California. I mean, Vancouver was always the go-to in Toronto before that,
I know.
because they get great tax break deals and tax breaks and stuff.
I know a lot of the old Disney, like not TV shows, but those old Disney Channel original movies. There were a lot of them were filmed in like New Zealand. Like they weren't even stateside.
Yeah, they get great tax breaks over in Europe.
Yeah.
They like that's why they do it. England, Germany, and all that other areas. But why not? You get to see the world a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm not disagreeing.
I'm just saying. Sorry, Hollywood.
Yeah.
It should have been so great and weird.
Yeah.
Done really bad things.
Yeah, I've seen Silicon Valley. I know how you guys act.
That's a little bit of a different type of show.
Palo Alto. Let's just run it.
Yeah.
One's tech, one's film. Whatever. Yeah.
But it's being
know,
filmed in tech. It's kind of meta if you think about it.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't like to be called that.
Yeah.
Well, back then they were still called Facebook.
Listen here, you're Facebook, damn it, you know it.
Yeah, it's in the intro. You can see the big billboard. And
There's only one meta. That's in DC Comics.
Yeah.
Should be the only meta humans.
Shit,
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. Well, what else? I know there's a couple other things I've been watching. I know it's not a movie, but it's got. I'm gonna look this up so I don't screw up her name because I hate when I do that.
well, while you're looking that up,
Yeah.
I did watch Journey to the Center of the Earth with Brendan Fraser. That's just a good adventure movie. I genuinely enjoyed that one. I don't like how they recast him in the sequel, Journey to the Mysterious Island. That was with The Rock.
Yeah, there's some beef between the two of them.
Oh, really? Because of that?
No, not because of that, but I mean that's kind of stoked the fire. But apparently they did not get along very well on the set of the Scorpion King.
Mainly because The Rock probably said, "I don't want it to be CGI," and Brendan Fraser was like, "No, you're going to be CGI."
And he said, "But I don't want to be." He said, "But you're gonna be." It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a whole bag of
Stuff.
thing. So Marina, I'm still gonna, because even as I read it, I'm gonna screw it up. Baccarin or something. It's the one that played Vanessa, the girlfriend in Deadpool.
Yes.
So she's
Also,
what's that?
she's also V.
In V, in the newer V.
Yeah.
So she's in this new show called Fire or Sheriff Country,
Oh yeah,
which was a spinoff of the show Fire Country.
yeah.
It's actually pretty decent, and I like her in that role. So I just wanted to give her a quick shout out. Hey, love your show.
Very nice. Let us know be like ours.
Yeah. Speak to us. Let us know.
Please, please.
For the love of God.
I'll just talk about Firefly and Serenity.
And you forgot,
Yes.
she was also in Gotham.
Oh yeah, she was.
She was the girlfriend of
The detective. I know who you're talking about.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I think of the name now? It's like one of the most popular people in Batman series.
Yeah, she was the fiance in the first season, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they broke up. I think she did she was either like a medical person,
I think she was like a nurse or a doctor or something like that.
but then they broke up, and then she had some weird thing with Edward Nygma for a little bit in the series, like later on, and then she went back, and then they got out, and she got infected with that virus thing too.
I stopped after season 3.
Oh man, it got better.
Yeah, I heard like
It got
the
way better.
pseudo Joker showed up. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, he's the Joker," and then they like kind of retcon. He's like, "He's not actually the Joker."
Well, how they did it, I don't want to veer too much off on it, but how they did it, it's the actor that played him. They introduced him earlier. He just had very small parts because he was the guy who's the kid whose mom got killed at the carnival. And so he slowly got into it. He's the one who had his face kind of removed, and he had it stapled back on his whole face. But then he found out real quick that I don't want to, like I said, don't want to talk too long about it, but basically throughout the series, at some point, they find out about this other person, and they find him, and looks just like the dude, and it's his twin brother. And so he's finding him because the twin's trying to hide from him because he's saying he tried to kill him when they were kids. And basically that dude gets killed, the original, what would be the Joker, and he does some poison gas thing that brings out his psychoticness. Yeah, but it's some other, they don't call it that, but it's something that brings out his psychoticness. So he's it looks like a different version of the Joker, a lot more kind of like Jack Nicholson's Joker. But they never call him the Joker. Never once in Gotham do they ever say that he's actually the Joker.
Yeah, they never like confirmed it. And to all my gamer listeners out there, it's the same actor who did Cal Kestis in the Star Wars video games.
And he was also the kid that played in Shameless.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's a funny show.
UK or American?
It was both.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it was a UK first.
Oh,
Yeah.
We stole it from him, as we do. We steal everything.
no, I mean, he only acted in the.
Oh no, he only acted in the U.S. version. Yeah, no, he was in the U.S.
I was just asking him. He's like, it's a great show. Like, which one?
Both.
Oh.
But I think well, they're different reasons, but I kind of like each one for their own reason.
Gotcha.
So here's for your later bank, Patrick. I
But
did a quick look up. So Shannon Elizabeth has apparently pulled in $1 million in her first week.
I think she did that for American Pie.
Jamie Presley is again who I mentioned. Trisha Helfer from Battlestar Galactica. And Drea Di Matteo from The Sopranos.
oh yeah, I forgot she was doing that. Yeah, I forgot about that. Adriana Lacerva.
Also, honorable mentions on there, Carmen Electra, who hasn't seen that?
Yeah.
And apparently Amanda Bynes has also established one doing digital art and personal fan interactions.
Oh,
That one hits a little too close to home because I've seen that Nickelodeon documentary.
when you mentioned Jamie Presley though, because when she first started, she started in a couple, let's call them soft, adult movies, like the ones you'd see on Showtime
Or
late
Cinemax.
Yeah, and she was in one of the Poison Ivy series. I think it was like a third one or something, but she was in it, and she'd done a couple other movies like that. So well, some people had seen her when she was a younger, still of adult age. Yeah, over 18.
Not like American Beauty, where that girl was legally 16. The first
How do you
movie I-
move on from that?
Well, see, you watch the parody version and where they watch the bag, and the bag just comes over the dude's face and suffocates him. Thanks, not another teen movie, which Jamie Presley was in.
Yep. The first movie I remember seeing her in was Joe Dirt. She was like working at. She was a carnival attendee.
Yeah.
She
He
slept
thought-
with David Spade.
He thought she was a sister.
Yeah.
I'm your sister.
Yeah. Like, I can't do this. I think you're my sister. She's like, no, it's not true. And then they're like, would it help if you thought I was your sister?
I'm your
And they-
sister.
I'm your sister.
No, these movies I'm talking about, she was doing this in like the 90s.
Yeah.
Like the early 90s. So, hats off to you, ladies.
Yeah.
If you can pull it off and you're not doing anything illegal,
Oh, that's
say
off.
pun fully intended. Yes. Oh man, but yeah, I'm trying to think this. I've just been randomly going through old stuff, like just rewatching. I actually just randomly watched The Great Outdoors last night.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I was like,
Come up on it was on Prime, right?
yeah,
Yeah. That's
The things we'll watch
check
when our
it.
Flex server is down.
yeah.
well.
I love that movie though. That's a great movie. I mean,
That one I love, and especially when it's up there and it's like recommended for you. Like, oh, how dare you?
With this,
yeah.
Stupid algorithm. Yes, you're right, but
you don't need to tell me.
you figured it out as racist. So I watched like the came up to me on my Disney was the Testaments. And
Okay.
it said, hey, from your picture, you may like this. And I watched the first episode of that, and I was like, I never finished The Handmaid's Tale. So that's what I did yesterday. It was binge like 5-6 episodes straight of Handmaid's Tale, and my life is much poorer for it now.
well, speaking of
Just the anxiety that you get from the show.
speaking of maids, did you ever get to watch Housemaid?
No,
Oh.
I didn't get to watch
I was
it.
still gonna watch that. Well,
Yes.
Netflix is down now.
Yes. Well, I didn't.
I don't know if it's on Amazon. I don't know where it came from.
Sydney Sweeney doesn't need a OnlyFans.
Yeah. That movie is her own.
Actually, no, I heard she started one actually.
Oh,
There was this thing online. I don't know if she actually did or if it just was like
I know.
clickbait stuff, but
I know Ellie Fanning did, and she did it for a role that she's currently doing.
Gotcha.
And I can't remember if she did it as Ellie Fanning or as her
like
like the character she was supposed to be.
So my question is, with all these actresses becoming, mattress actresses, like the line, like if you ever did that, working in mainstream was no longer an option. But nowadays, it seems like it's getting a little blurry because I don't think if Jamie Presley's doing her thing, you go girl, but if she shows up to audition for a role, they're not going to say, no, you show your tits online. We're not going to hire you.
Well, technically they can't.
Well, they'll come up with another.
I mean, but yes. So like, and most of these girls aren't even doing like they're just eating
Posing.
whipped cream off of while being naked or something silly like that. It's not even. It's not porn where there's another person involved.
yeah. I like the ones where they're like vacuuming or something, where it looks like they're being productive, and I'm like, that's a very clean house, or like they're at cooking like pasta or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, that looks really good. Send me the recipe.
Exactly.
Like I'll subscribe for 1 minute
How-
just to get the recipe from you, and then I'm cutting it off.
That'll kind of off.
Then I'm done. I just send it, DM, I get it back. Okay.
Spoonful of cinnamon.
I'm just saying, I would prefer it if I see that you're doing something productive. I think you're really trying.
Could you teach me something? Like, could this be like naked tutors? If I get it right, then you get naked.
Yeah.
Like I'm new to the finance industry. If you could help me learn the rules and regulations from the IRS.
It was from Van Wilder, topless tutors.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's reminds that in Billy Madison?
yeah, that does.
And it cuts to Chris Farley. And that is correct. He's taking sure. He's like, that is correct.
Well, I like the first one where he starts getting the questions wrong. She starts buttoning it up and like, nope.
1891.
Is it?
2006. I don't.
Just
For the love of God.
answer. Oh, but hey, you know what? Keep doing what you're doing, ladies.
Yes.
You're awesome. But I did go back. I watched randomly. Oh, what else was it? Like I said, The Great Outdoors. I went through that. Oh yeah, it was another. Oh, it was Flash. I randomly watched.
Flash.
No idea why. Just classic. Watch it. Just put it on and said, "Hey, you know what? This is fun."
You just had a John Candy fix that needed to be.
I think I did because I watched that documentary not that long ago on Prime. That's really, really good. I think we talked about it before already, but watch that. That is such a good documentary. That's my pitch for John Candy, you know.
Or just watch any of his movies. Hell, just what he's great in Home Alone. Great. He's in it for like 5 minutes, but he's still great in that
Canada.
Yep.
Canadian Bacon. That was his last role.
I know.
Actually, I thought Wagons East was his last role, or one of them.
I thought,
but again, I don't know for a fact.
I thought they were at the same time, but they're
not trying to turn this into a bait. I for some reason I thought that's what it was. But
the magic rectangle.
We do.
Beep boop beep boop.
I'm looking it up right
and
now.
I've got a new one.
Oh, fancy. Oh, and yeah.
John Candy's final completed movie was Canadian Bacon.
Okay.
However, his final screen performance was Wagons East.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, John Candy. Wish you were still there.
R.I.P.
Wish you was still here.
Yeah.
But what else is there in big news? You know, we're supposed to be talking, you know, hopefully we'll get to talk to the guys when we met at Sunscreen, the writer, and when we met with Doug and Ben and them up there, the writer of the Chickenhead movie. So, and I heard they're going to have Tara Reid come down to like do some scenes coming up.
Yeah, they're doing a little bit of reshoots because apparently she really wants to be involved in this project or something like that. When you find a project you love, you go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you already got Keith Coogan and David Faustino in there.
Keith Coogan.
And Corin Nemec.
Well, yeah. Well, Corin wouldn't got them in.
Yeah.
I'm not mentioning him, but so yeah, beef. The dishes are done, man.
The dishes are done.
But yeah,
Coogan, don't tell mom babysitter's dead.
Don't you dare. But yeah, what else was there that's coming? There was something else I was going to talk about. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I went back and watched Major Payne, which hits home because like it was filmed outside of my hometown.
Yeah, it's at a Virginia Military Academy, right?
Yep.
They hit several of them. So Hard Rain, which is about 25-30 minutes just outside of my hometown, I had shots done from there.
Oh, okay.
And they had casting calls for extras in the area. I was too young to answer them though.
Really? They had the one kid that was like 4 in that movie.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
That was the only one.
Okay.
2 best scenes out of that movie. One, there's a monster in my closet. Really? Pulls out a gun and shoots his...
Yeah, empties the knife.
Yeah. He's like, well, if he's in there now, he's not having a good time. And then when he has the biker come up to try and beat him up, he's like, I'm going to take this foot, I'm going to put it upside your head.
That's Bam Bam Bigelow from WWE.
Oh, okay. I wasn't a big wrestling fan, but I just like how he does like a quick foot shuffle and then jabs him right in the throat, and he gets down to his knees. He's like, thought you said you were going to kick me in the face. You calling me a liar? And then kicks him in the face.
What are you looking at, ass eyes?
It's been 10 weeks since I'd killed me a man. Already I've started to itch. Problem is I ain't got nothing to scratch.
Well, I like when he gets
Awesome in that movie.
from his commander that he doesn't get the promotion. And he's like, there's got to be someone that needs some killing. I'm sorry, Major. You've killed them all.
Well, he's like, what do you do for fun? Well, sometime at night I like to hang my head, hang upside down, see if I can get my gun back together before I nose start to bleed.
Okay. The only thing that was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it, but I don't believe really many of those actors besides
Keenan Ivory
Wayne's. No, that was Damon.
Dennis.
Any of them went on to really do anything else. I mean, the people who were in it that were already popular, like I think it was the dean of the school, or the whatever you call
he was
the proctor or whatever you call him. He had been in other stuff already, but anybody else I don't recall really did much of.
Well, the girl, she was from Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
But I don't remember too many movies outside of that she did.
Yeah, but
Michael Ironside's in the movie. He had a pretty good career.
Well, yeah, but he was also established too.
True.
Yeah. He wasn't young. I'm talking like even like the kids and stuff. Like I don't recall really seeing many of them.
So actually, the actor who,
because clearly none of them have any faces.
Yeah, none of them have any IMDb photos.
the chunky one, he was from close to. He was like 2 hours from my hometown. Like He was from Virginia.
Okay.
He was one of the extras that they pulled out, and they were like, "No, you're just going to be in the movie."
Yeah. Get in the movie. You're going to be in that movie.
Yeah, you got David Wayne's Michael Ironside, the wrestler, and then nothing but just like no
Blank
but
faces.
Yeah.
Oh, but actually, we're hitting perfect time. We're about out of minutes here for this episode. But yeah, we just wanted to recap, talk about some things that are coming up, like we said, and some of the things we saw.
Just get back to our normal BS.
Yes, we are back in a normal setting. Yes. But we will continue to keep you updated on everything, but we are at a time. So until next time, for Movie Talks and Chill, we are your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Bunce.
I'm Patrick Wall.
All right, guys, take care.